How you doing, YouTube? I'm Hills on the Hunt, and in today's video we have my weekly watches. So let's go. Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, in today's video we have my weekly watches. This takes us up to the end of this week. Before we started our Christmas movies, I started my Christmas movies on the 18th. So this will take me up until that date. So from about the 8th to the 17th. I think it just covers like the middle part of December. It takes us into this week. And then it's all Christmas movies all the way to the end of the month. So spoiler alert in terms of what my next watch is going to be. But yeah, so there's 7 in total. And we'll go through them. So we started off with An American Haunting. I was not a big fan of this. I really wasn't. American Haunting rivals that of The Sixth Sense and the others and leaves you in utter shock. It did not. I love the others. Just say that movie is phenomenally creepy and so good. This, if it didn't like, there was points in the movie where I kind of just lost interest. I do love my folk style movies. I do love my supernatural movies. This. I don't know why. It's about an entity that kind of internally abuses a family, like with their youngest daughter. Starting with noises and escalating into violence, and all kind of penetrates around her. Then you find out that it's not the daughter that it wants; that it's the father that it wants. Yeah, it's just a weird one. Yeah, there were moments in that movie where I just kind of lost interest and just couldn't pay attention. I mean, Donald Sutherland, Sissy Spacek, James Darcy, Rachel Hurdwood. Like, Donald Sutherland playing the father was decent enough. Like, I didn't mind him, and I didn't mind Sissy Spacek as the daughter. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's just me. I just couldn't get into the movie. Like, it's one of those, like, if you're watching a 90-minute movie, you have to kind of be in it within the first 15-20 minutes, because then your story's going to start playing out. This one, didn't, like, from the beginning I was like, okay, I'll give it a go, I'll give it a go. And I just didn't get into it. Like, visually it was really nice to watch. But yeah, it just, like, I don't know, maybe the characters, maybe just something about it. I just couldn't get on with it. Like, there wasn't anything that kind of jumped me, or there wasn't any twist or anything along those lines. Like, if you watch the others, if you've seen the others, you'll know what I'm referring to. But yeah, this one didn't keep my attention enough for me to care what was going on. I mean, it's supposed to be a really real tale in America in terms of what happened, but I'd probably watch a documentary of that and probably enjoy that more. But I don't know, there was just something about this I didn't get on with. I mean, if you enjoyed it, let me know. Maybe I missed something in the movie that I wasn't paying attention to, but I don't know. I just couldn't get on with this one. So The American Haunting wasn't a good one for me, but let me know if you enjoyed it. We then moved on to Deathbed from the Euroshock collection, Film 2000 Shock Horror Collection. Stuart Gordon. Yeah, we went 0 for 2. Didn't enjoy this one either. This is from the director who made Reanimator. Now, Reanimator is a phenomenal movie. I just couldn't go on with it. The movie centers even around a bed. A bed in a creepy kind of warehouse conversion apartment that a man and his wife move into. Some of the rooms are locked. There's like an upstairs area that's just locked off, and when the wife and the caretaker go in there, they see a bed in there. They haven't brought a bed with them, so they think, why not? And when they lie in the bed, they get weird visualizations of something that happened many years ago, where a murder was committed. May just get these weird flashbacks of, yeah, it's, again, I didn't get into it. I just did not care for this. Yeah, it's just nothing really happened. Nothing like a lot happened in this movie. I'd love to tell you. I mean, like, again, if you look at the images there at the top, they look quite creepy, and even the image on the front. But nothing really happened. Every time they lie in the bed, some weird flashback. The man's just like sexually charged. He's just trying to sleep with his wife, and his wife's just scared of everything that's going on around her. And then when she gets taken over by the spirit of the bed, she then turns into a psycho woman, and yeah, but just like there, just kind of that's all it is. And then it ends, and you're just like, okay, what's the point of that? You know, so I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get on with it. I went 0 for 2 and I was not having a good week. So things could only get up. I think. I can't remember what the next one is. But yeah, Deathbed. Didn't enjoy it. It's just there for the sake of being there. Then we moved up in the world. Because then I watched Psycho Gorman. Boy, this was fun. This was fun. Yeah. Revolves around 2 kids, Mimi, a brother and sister, Mimi and Luke, who basically find a tomb for an alien overlord who was left there millions of years ago after trying to destroy the planet and failing miserably. Luke is the brother's very, very meek and overrun by his sister. And Mimi is a devil child. Like, she is the incarceration of the devil. She is, oh my god, she's super fun, but look at her. Like a devil child. She over empowers him, she bullies him, she just controls him. And she's the worst person to find this, because when they find it, the creature there, Psycho Gorman, he tries to rule Earth, but they find a controlling micro diamond type thing that controls him. So it means that he does everything you want him to, and yeah, Mimi just uses him to do the dumbest things possible, like turning one of their friends into this weird creature type thing. And yeah, the family's the same. Like, the mum's very, very overbearing. The dad's just like lazy. So, but the things they make this, like, they call him PG or Psycho Gorman after going through a bunch of names and trying to figure him out. But I had so much fun with this Canadian movie. It's made by the same people that made Frankie Freako. I want to say Frankie Freako. I could be wrong. I watched it recently. I think it's Frankie Freako. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Does it say anything here about it? No, I was hoping it would have said something in here. But yeah, so the people from his planet then figure out that he's alive and found again. So they come to Earth, and yeah, they then control. He then is basically trying to save the family, because all the people from his planet are trying to come over and take over. And there's lots of gore, lots of blood, and it's just silly, but it's so much fun. It's one of those you can just absolutely switch your brain off and just have fun with it. I loved it. This was brilliant. A heartwarming and heart-ripping family classic. Yeah, it will bathe in your blood. You get a chance to watch this, check it out. Psycho Gorman. So we were moving back up on the curve, going back upwards. Yeah, this was so much fun. We went from that to the weird Playroom. This is a Vinegar Syndrome release. One I picked up from eBay, and I was very, very curious to check it out, because because of the synopsis of this movie, I was very, very intrigued. So when he was a young boy, Chris's entire family was slaughtered during one of his father's archaeology digs at a remote monastery nestled deep in the mountains of Yugoslavia. His father's assistant was arrested for the murders and consigned to a psychiatric hospital, still plagued by nightmares about the incident as a man. Chris resolves to tackle his demons headfirst by returning to the monastery, where he hopes to complete his father's quest of unearthing the tomb of Elok, a torture-obsessed child prince who, legend has it, made a pact with the ancient Slavic demon for eternal life. Yeah, you know what? I didn't mind this one. I actually had fun with it. It was super creepy. I think whenever you have a child demon in a movie, it just adds a whole other element to me. An actual child demon, not her from the last movie. But yeah, then there's kind of flashbacks, and Chris, who's a kid, who's now an adult, he starts having vision. There's three other people with them, and he just completely loses his plot. He just insane and crazy. And when the father's former partner then finds out what's happening, he turns up there, and the bodies start piling up. And yeah, it was, you know what, it was a creepy little watch, but I didn't mind it at all. I quite enjoyed it. It was very, very weird. Yeah, 1989. Very, very much enjoyed this. I didn't mind it. I didn't mind it at all. Yeah, there were some brutal kills with like some very, very olden style machinery that were hidden in the caves. Yeah, I didn't mind this at all. I quite enjoyed it. Playroom. It's one where you don't have to really take anything serious. You just kind of, I think anything with child demons is just something that's going to play on your mind. And yeah, this one was, I think, along those lines. So yeah, Playroom. Curse of Frankenstein. Again, just brilliant fun. Another release from Hammer. Yeah, I had so much fun with this. Just so much fun with this. Yeah, it was really good, really good. Vincent Price as a doctor trying to create Frankenstein, I guess, his version of Frankenstein, and he's told kind of not to. He's kind of told against it, and it's just when he finds Frankenstein, played by Christopher Lee, or when he creates Frankenstein and Christopher Lee grows, it's just he looks so cool in it as Frankenstein. Like, he's got a small part. He only appears towards the end, but I like that element of it, that you didn't kind of overexpose it in the movie, and you just kind of have a small but powerful impact. So yeah, very, very gothic, very dark, very disturbing. It's one that I think people have seen. A lot of people have seen. But yeah, I had really, really good fun with this. Really enjoyed it. Yeah, like I said, I've said before, I'm kind of enjoying my Vincent Price movies, and Christopher Lee is another one. It's just very, very legendary in terms of those style movies. So yeah, this was another throwback to Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. But yeah, Curse of Frankenstein, really good one. We then moved to the Horrors of the Black Museum. Again, this was another one I enjoyed. Stars Michael Gough. Yeah. Okay, so I didn't realize it was part of a trilogy. So Anglo-amalgamated Sadian trilogy with Circus of Horrors and Peeping Tom. So I haven't seen those two. This was good. Like loads of people get murdered in the most grisly way. Like there's a scene where a pair of binoculars, like you press the button to view them and they just stab you in the eye. Stuff that kind of stuff. And very, very creepy machinery style kills, which is really, really cool because it's very, very cleverly done, especially for a movie from this era, from 1959. It was just very, 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 very smartly done. And I love the fact that you have the killer all the way through the movie, kind of playing dumb that he's the killer. And you see everything play out where he's almost helping Scotland Yard to try and guide them in the direction of a killer when he knows full well he's doing it. Yeah, really, really good. Some brutal kills, some brutal ways to die. Very, very inventive. Yeah, I had super fun with this. Um, yeah, really, really good in terms of what was going on. I just love the way that you kind of, you don't know who the killer is, but then when you get to the end, you kind of, he's been there all along. Just kind of playing and see how things play out. And yeah, some of the deaths are very, very inventive, very, very clever. Well, I think with the binocular scene, it was in the first 2 or 3 minutes of the movie, and once that was in, I was like, yep, I'm in. I'm hooked in. Hooked this movie up to my veins. I'm good to go. But yeah, this was fun. This was really good fun. Horrors of the Black Museum. And the last watch, Monster in the Closet. Again, just fun. It was just fun. Like we had a crappy start to the week in terms of movies, but we ended with a blast. This was again just brilliant fun. Lloyd Kaufman and Michael Hertz from a Troma release. Troma has a way of kind of movies having up and down. They're either decent or they're turds. This one falls into the decent category. Yeah, there's weird things are happening in San Francisco where people are being murdered in their closets. They can't figure out what it is. And a local newspaper send their worst writer to cover the story, just to kind of get him out of the way. And he ends up getting involved very intently with someone who's been part of the story from the beginning, a woman. And when the news team kind of find out what's going on, they try and send their best reporter to sneak in, and then things just go from bad to worse. The murders are continuing. There's a scene with an old man, like an old blind man and a dog. I shouldn't laugh, but like the dog goes into the closet, closes the door. The old man's going around like the dog's supposed to be a seeing eye dog, but the dog just kind of does its own thing. The man's walking around his house trying to find the dog. He's just swinging at everything because he can hear noises, like destroying his house while he's trying to find the dog. Goes into the closet, and it shouldn't be funny, but it was. But the dog's just hanging there on a hook, like someone's just taken a jacket off and just hung it up on a hanger and just left it there. And just walks straight past it and then gets brutalized by the creature. You see the creature, which I don't know if you can see it there in the top corner. Yeah, this was fun. This was a really fun movie. Just a silly, fun movie. And then the generals and the armies and all that try and get involved, and just chaos ensues. And you know what? I had fun with this. I laughed a lot. And yeah, enjoyed it. Really, really good. 1998, Troma release, Monster in the Closet. I'd recommend. If you love the weird and the wild and macabre, I'd recommend this one. That is everything I watched. So let me know. Let me know if you've seen them. Let me know what you thought of them. Let me know if you're thinking about watching any of them. That's me done. So the next watches video will be Christmas related. So that won't be until the end of the month. But we'll go from there. So thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. So